All right, my name is Felix Jimo. I have told us I have primitive, what do I call it? Primitive yet profitable trading strategy called support and resistance. So all I do is to mark all the necessary point before, and so you can see. And but the bottom line is that I'm going to do experiment of other trade on futures that I use kind of new. For instance, sorry, I use U trading bot. So I'm going to set a bot on what's this guy called? I just pick any. So let me take Solana. Now, so what I do mostly, although this is late, but whichever one. Now, I look at Solana. So ordinarily, if I do my analysis using my support and resistance strategy, I mark all the necessary point, but I'm not going to waste too much time to show you this. Now, so let me go to, so perhaps let's say I'm targeting to trade Solana from here. That would have been better for me. But so we have to move on. And so let's look at where it's likely just to do 1%. And if I'm going to say Solana going to do this, so let's look at how many percent, perhaps if you retrace back and all of that, right? So 1:2, that's Solana to 177. So let's go. I'm going to go into the markets for Solana and I will set a bot for you to see. So let's go. Okay, I want to set Solana. So I want to set Solana bot. Are you trading? So meanwhile, these are the things that we tell everyone that it's an advantage for us on this boat because it helps to reduce unnecessary stress. So I'm going to go to Solana. So let me go to markets. All right, I go to markets. So here is Solana. So I tap on Solana. So I'm going to go to my DCA future and I go on long. So my X, how many leverage? Okay, so we have to go to our leverage first. Look at the leverage here. So look at the leverage here. So I'm going to tap on the leverage and want to use 50x. Okay, I want to use 50x. Yes, 50x single. Okay, so and I'm going to be using $1. 50x single. So let's go. What's going to give me? Okay, I can use $1. So I'm going to get the one that will go up to, okay, 25, 26, 30. Okay, it's also this average of $1, right? Average of $1. And then, so $2 perhaps, and then see what I'm going to do. Maximum order 2, right? This one is going to be 1, so that if you make the maximum order, price gap 2%. I say when it retraces down, you can now buy the second one. Trailing 0. Take profits. I'm going to use 1.5. Can Solana get off that? Yeah, I can even close it I like. So 0. All right. So here is Solana. I've done with my parameters. So I launch Solana. All right. So most time now, this is not the time ordinarily I'm supposed to launch it. I'm supposed to launch it when beginning of the week most times. So look at this, it's running already. And it's saying we're even on profit 0.04. So it's already running, right? Now, other ones that are running that have stopped, they are there. Look at this guy, Sui. Sui has been running for over how many, right? How long? That's been very long time. I don't even go there to do anything. We check that that's about how many days that this has been running. I don't even go there to do anything. I think we can check what number of days. 165 days. So it's just running on its own. It's none of my business. All right. So Solana now is running. So we're 0.06%. So it's going and all of that. Now, I'm just using this as an example for us to see how I do not disturb myself, right? Over trade. Okay. So imagine, so I set this on single, then on a good day, because we are going towards the end of the month, that's why I cannot send a cycle, because we can expect market to actually adjust back and all the like, okay? So, but assuming I come in the morning, and that's how I set market. So if you look at it now, come in the morning, so this is basically what I will have done in the morning. So let's say, yeah, so for the day, okay. So for the day, okay, I think I even have a trade that was running previously. So for the day when I come, very simple, although the market is not actually blossom, and so one have to be very careful with the market. So what I do is this, I come to check what's the previous day high, which you can find here. And then I want to check the previous day low. If I want to go on a larger perspective, I go on daily to see the previous swing high and the swing low. So the daily, so recent swing high and swing low. So that means I'm going to be looking at this place. Okay. Want to learn more how to do what I'm doing is very simple. All you do is to come into our ecosystem. So this is the strategy I use in Forex. Simple and direct. Okay. So let's go. So I go ahead and actually get the swing low, the swing high. So this will be a swing high. This will be a swing low on daily time frame. So I further now come down to my 4 hours, see what I want to do. Well, I think I'm having, okay. So you can eventually see that this market had been on sideways, right? Yeah, that's a sideways market. All right. So now this is what I want to do. I want to now see the previous day high and the previous day low. All right. Very simple. So you must not trade every day, because that's one of the things I always tell people. When the market is not friendly, just avoid it than to put yourself in a very tight corner. So this is previous day low, high and low. So other thing I may want to check is to check, are there other pivot point? Of course, below here, there we have a liquidity line down here, which are kind of external liquidity here. Okay, what do we have again? So we're cool. So I'm going to go down to 1 hour. Perhaps are there area of interest that I will see more on 1 hour? So you can see variably say the market is ranging. All right, so this is 1 hour and it was not too fantastic, right? So because this is what you wanted to have. Then when the market come up to grab the high of the previous day or the low of the previous day, and then it will make a better move. So, but it's not so healthy because Bitcoin has not been doing well for a few days. That has been sideways. So, but give and take now, we've marked all of these points. And now you can very see now that this guy, okay, this guy had come down. So you have a kind of immediate low here on 1 hour time frame. And then you're going to have another pivot point here, a point before the market actually have a massive move. The whole essence of all of this point you're marking, that so when the market get there, you are not going to be reacting, but you will be responding because you envisage a movement to happen from there. Does that make sense? So here we go. Yeah, you can now see on 30 minutes. So 30 minutes was downward and all of that. Remember, this was the previous day low. You have the external liquidity down here. So what do we do? So you're a day trader and all of that, or intraday trader. So you have seen that the market's reacting here, but you have to cross it. But this is a very choppy market. If not, go to down to lower time frame, probably 15 minutes. Right, so you can see that on 15 minutes, a downward trend. Yeah, so which means this is the previous day that you ought to come to grab, right? So these are the issues, okay? So, but right now, so what you are looking at is that the market actually had broken structure here on 15-minute time frame. Okay, I think so, or about to break. So after the break of structure, you want the market to actually pull back. So that means ordinarily, you are tentatively looking that you should find an entry anywhere from here. Now, so if you go to 5 minutes, there are quite a number of things I do. Now, this is more or less for me a kind of inverse head and shoulder on lower time frame. So if I was in before, so of course you need to actually break this. After breaking up this, inverse head and shoulder, and there a place of fair value gap. So that's an imbalance that the market can return back to whip out and then continue the journey. So that means you're looking at this point. Okay, so but because since I use robots, I just go ahead and set my own, because what I expect is that, okay, to what percentage can it move from where I entered from down to this point? Okay, it's not to 1%. So down here, even it's not to 1%. So sometime I could, because of that, adjust my percentage to 0.5, all right? And then you want to find, okay, an entry to long the market, probably from here. Now, if I'm longing from here, it's going to be small position, and then targeting, of course, the stop loss here, which about 1%. So you use 10x, that's 10% of the capital. So can I go to 1:2? So 1:2 somewhere there. Okay, because the time of you coming in is what differentiates the whole thing. So now, if I'm going to use my robot, so I can put, I told you guys, so it's going to come down to this point. So my entry, I should be finding an entry anywhere here. So my stop loss can little bit adjusted. So my 1:2 risk reward can be faster. Okay. So somewhere even lower. So let's just leave. So, but on the robots, I can put my adjustment as necessary and then allow the trade to run. Okay, and so that's one of the simplest thing about this simple support and resistance strategy. Yeah, so this is gold. Yeah, so gold, of course, I have my marking point. So if you look at this, these were some key levels, right? So this is a tentative support. But this one you need to know is that the market actually got resistance. These are rejection. So that means you should be looking at down here for the market to come and sweep. Okay. So any rejection now, I should be looking for a sell to this point. This is capping. So I should be looking for a sell from here. And my sell come down to this point. 0 to 1 ratio 2, even more than. Now, because this is the narrative, gold too have been choppy. It's not trending at all. And so this is a rejection. And so you could say this is a break of structure, right? Because market was coming from somewhere here and it took out this. So we'll expect more rejection. And so the market to sell down. So if I need to find any position, right? What's this? So if I could open any space here. Okay, so look for XAU, XAU. So XAU, selling XAU. All right, this is a small account though. So selling XAU. And so looking at the stop loss above here, so that is to say, wherever now, so stop loss and then probably take profit. Remember I first say here, so liquidity, go extend, whatever. So stop loss is with above here. So 1 ratio 2 risk reward is just almost at that point. So let's go. So we'll take okay, so stop loss 33. Sorry. So what's the stop loss? I think it's 3316. Okay. 3316.39. So that's about $11. You take profit. So perhaps we'll extend mine, but just want to do 1 ratio 2 risk reward. That's about 3297, 3297 to 97.90. So $25. So it's about $3 profit already. So I just do this for example, for you to know and see how we actually trade, right? So we have so many fantastic stuff to pay attention to. So additionally, I look at it, I just understand and I perceive that many persons are literally lazy and we're already ready to take personal responsibility. And that's why we're not maximizing things around. All right. When I checked a platform, for instance, a scanner, oh, so this guy, SNG, I don't trade on an instrument. This was scalping. So I think this one of the major scanner that was so nice. So this RSI and yeah, so I discover that most time people don't maximize what they have. So if you look at it now. So let's probably search for gold, XAU. So it's gold. Okay. So it's actually saying go to buy, to buy, to buy. Yeah. So gold may eventually buy though, nevertheless. Got has sold down from here. Remember, all of these things are more scalping and all the like. Okay. So let's look at US 30. Okay, or they do not have. Okay, here the JPY. First one, Euro USD is talking of buy. Okay, so let's check now. So gold was still selling Euro USD. Euro USD. Let's look at it. It's talking of buy. Well, because they do scalping, no? But I'm sure even if I'm doing scalping on Euro USD, you see it's so clear, so obvious that the selling took over because this is 5 minute time frame. So going by even your timing, Euro USD should be selling. Okay, we actually bought and then of course have different profit target. So but you can look at it that Euro USD had bought well. Yeah, so like I told us, just the kind of way I do my analysis, very simplified. And so let's look at the trade. I was opened on gold for the experiment. Yeah, guys, so we're in the $4 profit already. Yeah, so market is moving down. So you expect to grab this liquidity. Remember what I told you? That the markets get to where it can see food to eat. So we're about $8 profit right now. You want to see it? So let me just push it up so you can see it. There you have about $8 right now, about $9 right now. So it's running. And that's when I tell everyone if you are running any day trading and challenge account, what I recommend for everybody around me, it's gold, right? Gold will deliver maximally. And though it's for this period I'm talking now, gold has been very choppy. But nevertheless, as choppy as it is, you trade it the way it is. Sometimes people tell me because the volume available in gold is much, it's enough for you to see a trade to enter and get enough pips. So very much. So remember why we actually sold gold was that this were a rejection, and now this was like really going down, broke the structure and all of that. So we get here, then it give us a profit. So people are scalping, always pay attention on the group, then so that they can maximize their profits, okay? Now, you know, where we're entering now, we're actually coming late. So let me just stop this one out. So I want to stop it out just to click here. And then position is closed, okay? So very simple to maximize this space. So ladies and gentlemen, simple trading strategy. I have a lot of scanners that can help you to find entry and exit. And you can do nice well with some good profits. I have a lot of scanners. So you can see them. So look at gold. So look at my scanner had actually detected gold earlier. It's coming up. So it asks you to sell gold from here. So if you sell gold from here, let's see how many pips. That's 130 pips. So even your stop loss can be high. 130 pips. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, that's so far just want to put into. Okay, so let's look at our Solana that we entered. Okay, Solana, you can see. So imagine if you have come earlier from here. Okay, I'm close to 1%. All right, so I think it's a very straightforward kind of strategy that does not give you unnecessary stress unless you like to stress yourself. All right, so if you are in any of our ecosystem, you're here to activate your account on Capitalxtend. Kindly do that fast because we're doing a lot of things, so you wouldn't be left out. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, if you want to go more, get more detail. Yeah, so the Trade Mastery promo is on extended to 31st of this month. So you can go buy your option. All right, guys, thank you very much for coming and for attending and watching. Make sure you like the video and then share with your friends so that they can take advantage of it. Thank you very much. Bye for now.